Greetings everyone, I think the community has been made aware of this through the Reddit post by user Michael_Viz, and that is the situation where a player received a permanent ban for their username instead of the name being changed, which is listed in Warframe's player name policy. Specifically, Digital Extremes will, at their discretion, decide if a username is offensive or not. If your username is deemed as offensive by one of our administrators, the username will be changed manually. However, this did not come into play with this situation as the player received a permanent ban. So let's read through the Reddit post so you guys can form your own opinions from what was shared. Greetings, my name is Michael, and it seems that I've made a terrible mistake. I want to preface this by saying that I've been playing Warframe since 2013, from the very beginning of an OBT, and I hadn't stopped playing until the day of this incident. Ever since the Second Dream quest was released, I've been helping the Russian Warframe community named Warframe in Soviet Russia, and no, it is not to promote any political movements, opinions, etc. This name was assigned to the community by the original creators. We've made a team of translators who, to this very day, are working on localization of patches, dev streams, dev workshops, comics, and other articles related to Warframe. We tried to not stop at this and have been supporting and promoting the creative people of the Warframe community for more than 3 years. Artists, captura creators, audio makers, writers, and many others. We try to present the Russian-speaking audience with a large number of talented people who also love Warframe as much as we do. Our talented artists have often been featured in primetime, and we are very proud of every creative person of this community. But recently, something odd to the point of confusion has happened. It turned out that I had chosen the wrong nickname. I changed it more than 6 years ago to match the theme of our community, without thinking that it might offend someone. I just didn't think of it that way. The nickname in question is Stalin Gulag. Yes, my account was suspended until 2035 due to the fact that this nickname was found offensive. Using it more than 6 years, communicating with people on the Warframe forums in the EN section, repeatedly communicating with technical support on various issues, as well as communicating with DE themselves when trying to apply for the DE partner program with our community. After all that, no one ever told me that this nickname was insulting or offensive to someone. Not a single time was I warned about this. But then the year 2021 came, and without a warning, a permanent ban was received in the game to which I devoted so many years and effort, all because of a nickname. I was even denied the permission to reset it at my own expense. It is also worth noting that the technical support people do not quite understand why they block the account either, because every time they state different reasons. First, naming one thing, then another, then a third, but I'm not trying to shift the responsibility to someone else. I admit my guilt, because I myself picked such a nickname, more than 6 years ago to match the theme of a large Russian community, of which I'm the head today. But I really didn't want to offend anyone with my nickname. Thank you all for reading my story. Now, attached to this thread includes 3 images from their Warframe support chat. The third image is the most important one, but we'll go through all 3 just for the sake of informing you guys. Image 1, Stalin Gulag. Hello. For a reason completely incomprehensible to me, my account has been blocked. I have been playing this game since 2013 and have never broken the rules. Now, I also did nothing wrong and do not understand what happened. Please help with the problem and return my account. Thanks. DE support. Hello Stalin Gulag. After investigation, you have been found to be in violation of the Terms of Use and End User License Agreement, aka the EULA. Warframe has a zero tolerance policy towards the propagation or endorsement of hate speech. Use of these terms have led to the permanent ban of your Warframe account. Any activity that degrades on the basis of race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, religion, age, disability, or any other similar ground is considered hateful speech and will not be permitted. We refer to the Terms of Use Section 5, User Content, Point A. The service may include discussion forums, chat rooms, user feedback, messaging features, comments, and other interactive areas or services in which you or other users create, post, send, or store any content, messages, materials, data, information, text, music, sound, photos, video, graphics, code, or other items or materials on or through the user content. You agree not to post, upload to, transmit, distribute, store, create, or otherwise publish through the website any of the following. A. User content that is unlawful, libelous, defamatory, obscene, pornographic, indecent, lewd, suggestive, harassing, threatening, invasive of privacy or publicity rights, abusive, inflammatory, fraudulent, or otherwise objectionable. In addition, we refer you to the Terms of Use Section 3, Account Paragraph 5. You, as creator of your account and user ID, are solely responsible for your user ID. Digital Extremes will not tolerate offensive or obscene user IDs. If a user ID violates any part of these terms, DE may immediately, temporarily, or permanently ban such a user ID with or without notice. The creation of alternate accounts will be handled on a case-by-case basis, and we reserve the right to remove accounts used to circumvent any form of restrictions to the game or the service, including the official Warframe forums. The second image follows. Stalin Gulag says, "What exactly is my fault? Have I offended someone, or is my nickname unacceptable? I do not understand why my account is blocked and why it is not returned to me. Unfortunately, your words do not have any specificity. Please tell me what I need to do to fix the situation." DE Support replies, "Hello Stalin Gulag, thank you for replying back. Your user ID is not acceptable in any way. Names related to politics, religion, sex, or hate are best avoided, as they do not reflect the tone of the Warframe community. As was mentioned previously, your account was suspended for the propagation or endorsement of hate speech in-game, which is a clear violation of the Terms of Use and EULA. We're very sorry, but your account will remain permanently suspended and we will not be able to assist you further in this regard. Thank you for understanding. Regards, Warframe Support Team." Stalin Gulag replied, "And can you find out what exactly I said in an offensive form? In the game, I hardly communicate with anyone, so it was a shock for me that I got banned. Please help me to understand the situation, because this game is an important part in my life. I am ready to provide all game logs if required, because on my part, there is just a lack of understanding what I could say and when." The third and final image follows. DE Support replies, "Hi Stalin Gulag. To clarify, you've been suspended for having an extremely offensive user ID. We've checked through the records, you've said nothing offensive, but again, this user ID you have used promotes and endorses hate speech, and this kind of activity is not tolerated nor welcome in the Warframe community. The suspension remains in place and this decision is not up for appeals. Thank you for your understanding." Stalin Gulag replied, "Why don't I have the right to appeal? I went with this nickname for many years and did not have the goal to offend anyone with it. I've never been seen inciting any hatred, so why do I not have the right to just change the nickname?" DE Support replies with their final comment, "Hi Stalin Gulag, apologies, but this shall be the last time this will be addressed. We have provided you with all the information that we possibly could regarding this issue. Kindly note that your user ID is your own responsibility and you have had loads of time to change it. Again, Digital Extremes has a zero tolerance policy regarding such matters. The suspension stays in place and this decision is not up for appeals. Thank you for understanding. Regards, Warframe Support Team." So that concludes the thread itself. It has got a lot of support on the Warframe Reddit with over 6,688 positive votes. And we've also got a shit ton of whatever the paid icon thing is for Reddit. But that's not important. It's more about the story itself and how there was no warning for the name itself. It was just a instant perma ban, even though, as I said at the start of this video, the player name policy on the Warframe Support Account section states, "What is Warframe's player name policy? While we have a fairly strict name filter, certain things might still sneak through. We urge our users to avoid using political or religious figures in their names and to avoid any name that can be misconstrued as anything offensive. Digital Extremes will, at their discretion, decide if a username is offensive or not. If your username is deemed as offensive by any one of our administrators, the username will be changed manually." Anyway, look, it's a shitty situation for this dude, and the fact that he has had contact with DE applying to the Warframe Partner Program in the past and wasn't told to change his name or that his name was inappropriate or something is just baffling. So, like, it's a stupid situation. The fact that he had that communication and wasn't told, and it's just resulted in a flat-out ban, is just a massive shame. So this video I'm making just as a warning for players who have a similar type of name to this dude, or any other name that could lead to this happening to your account. Just be careful that this is what's happening. You know, a permaban when it should just be a notice to change your name. a one-strike policy is better than no strikes, but sadly it looks like we don't have that for such a simple issue. That's the end of the video. It is what it is. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.